is officially the best time of the year. It is autumn, and as fall winter is my favorite season, I can't not do shopping, even though, you know what, I frankly don't need anything. That's never stopped me before. So I've done some browsing, you know, a lot of browsing actually, and I have found a lot of great high street pieces. These are the pieces that are either in my cart, have already been purchased, I can already show you, have already been added to my wardrobe, or pieces that I think are too good not to know about. The fall fashion is just getting me, and who am I to refuse? Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Sabrina and I talk a lot about luxury fashion to more affordable fashion, and today we're going to be talking about high street autumn finds. There's a whole variety of pieces that I've come across, and I'm telling you, I've come across a lot. Jackets, coats, knits, shoes, accessories, what else? Bags, I mean that also falls under your accessories, Sabrina. Let's start off with the absolute basic that I think everyone needs in their wardrobe. No explanation needed. Knits. But one thing I have really started to invest in the past couple years, I would say, is high quality knits. And the reason being is if you buy one knit, you will have it for years, if not the rest of your life. And personally, when it comes to knits for myself, I look for wool or cashmere, and this cashmere knit from Aritzia, actually it's a cardigan. A simple cardigan like this is essential for when you have basically 4 seasons in one day. If you know, you know. It's cold in the morning, very toasty in the afternoon, and then when 6 o'clock rolls around, it's freezing cold again. This Aritzia cardigan also comes at a really good price for cashmere, and I also do think Banana Republic has a similar price point when it comes to cashmere as well. Also, Banana Republic in general, when it comes to their knits, amazing. I love Banana Republic knits. I have been obsessed with leather skirts, and I picked up this red leather patent skirt from H&M. It's their H&M edition line, and you know what? The quality is actually very good. I was pleasantly surprised. Red is going to be one of the big colors of the season. Not that it's really replacing the burgundy maroons that we've seen over the past couple years, but a really strong pop of red I don't think will ever go out of style. To me, I almost think of this color as more of a neutral because it really does go with everything, and it is that perfect pop of color when you don't want to wear too much color, if that makes any sense at all. You know what? Don't really know if it did. And while yes, you could buy the black version of this skirt because it does come in black or red, I think the red is just so much more fun to have in your wardrobe. This is something you can definitely wear dressed down, and you can definitely dress it up. You can wear with a gray knit to dress it more casually. Then for nighttime, you can wear it with a black blouse or a black bodysuit, maybe a plunge bodysuit. I could see it now. COS has really been having their moment, as they have been over the past couple years. I personally love COS, but I will say sometimes they're a little bit too minimal for me, but I think they make really great elevated basics. Like not your typical just a plain white shirt. I mean, they do have that, but something like this where it's a plain white shirt but elevated. Like look at that collar. It's giving Count Dracula in the best way possible. This is a power color, and personally I love an elevated basic because I think sometimes when you have too many basics in your wardrobe, hence the idea of a capsule wardrobe, it's definitely very easy to get very tired of these pieces. Hence why you need fun pieces or you need elevated basics. And while we're on the topic of more elevated basics, I also came across this COS knit that had a very almost scoop neck v-neck to it, and something about a scoop neck v-neck I think is just so beautiful. It's not a lot of skin, but it's showing just enough, and I do find with many knits they can get a little bit boring. I mean, you know what, a knit's a knit, but finding knits where they have maybe a different neckline can really elevate your outfit. So those are the clothing pieces that I think you should have your eye on. There are far more than that, but you know what, for the sake of time, let's keep it going. Let's talk jackets and coats. Frankly, I think the best category of all fall fashion. When it comes to jackets and coats, I really feel like when it gets to the colder months, that's really the star of the show because that's really the only thing that you see. One jacket that I've been eyeing for months and is finally available for pre-order is this one from Pixie Market. It is this leather scarf jacket, and scarves are going to be very big for this fall winter. It was a trend that was very popular last year, and we're going to see a lot more of these scarves, almost built-in scarves into the jacket. But something about this leather jacket version is so chic. Now typically I would say to thrift or to buy pre-loved leather jackets. Overall, I just find them way better on the pre-loved market. They're going to be worn in for you. They're likely at a much better quality, and they're going to be at a fraction of the price. I definitely prefer real leather over faux leather when it comes to jackets, but something about this Pixie Market jacket just gets me. I think it's a really fun, cool jacket to have. And again, maybe it's because it's an elevated version of your typical bomber jacket, but when you want to take it up a notch and maybe you don't want to wear something that everyone else is wearing out in the streets, this is a really great option. I came across this fitted denim jacket at Zara, and it is giving total Schiaparelli vibes. That collection from Schiaparelli or Schiaparelli Schiaparelli, however you want to go about it. I think it was actually for spring summer 25, but this Zara jacket I think is a great alternative to something from Schiaparelli. I mean, at a much more affordable price tag. Also, if you want a denim jacket but you don't want the typical more oversized denim jacket, this is a really, really great option that I think you can also wear more of a shirt as well. So if you think of it like that, you know, girl math, you know, it's a 2-in-1. And the last jacket I want to talk to you about is the jacket that I am wearing. I could not refuse when I saw this jacket. It is a almost windbreaker style jacket from H&M. Windbreakers, or more of a sporty jacket, are definitely having their moment right now. They've been definitely trendy for a little bit now, but as we go into the more colder months, I think we'll be seeing a lot more of these. And you know what? Honestly, I'm here for it because they're a very good thing to have in your wardrobe for when it is a little bit brisk outside. Uniqlo also makes some really great windbreakers, and to be honest, I did want the one from Uniqlo in white, but they've been sold out for months. So when I came across this one from H&M and I saw it in pink, add to cart immediately. Now, more of a sporty jacket like this with a pair of oversized sunglasses, my Tom Ford sunglasses, something about that, I'm like, wow, you know what, that is a cool look. Moving aside from jackets and shoes, let's talk accessories, specifically shoes, jewelry, and a little bit of bags. Okay, now these 3 options for shoes are more of a transitional shoe, so perfect from transitioning from summer to fall. Definitely not so much appropriate for winter, but we can talk about winter stuff in a whole other video. This flip-flop, I know, flip-flop in fall, I know, but again, a transitional shoe, and also something that you can definitely wear in the summer months next year. I have a love-hate relationship when it comes to flip-flops, specifically heeled flip-flops, but this version from Schutz caught my eye because it has this buckle to it. It's almost very westerny, and western is going to be a very big trend that we see in the fall winter months. If anything, we've seen it for, you know, a couple of seasons now. That adds a little something to a very average flip-flop. The 2 next shoes are from Tony Bianco, and I have them right here to show you. One very big trend that we're going to see a lot in the fall winter months is snake print, and I actually bought these back in, I think it was, I don't want to say April. Now, I am not for a very, very small kitten heel like this. Like, this is like minuscule, very small. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try them out, test them out, see how I can deal with such a small heel. And you know what? I actually really do enjoy these heels. And you know what? After figuring out how to style this and actually wearing this for a couple months now, I would actually highly recommend this shoe. It also does come in a slightly taller version if that's your preference. And I would also highly recommend to go a little bit outside of your comfort zone. You know, try new things. And if going outside of your comfort zone is a little scary, try something as simple as a snake print or a neutral print in general. Cow print, zebra print is also very in right now. Leopard, cheetah print, I personally love. And you know what? Honestly, I think it's a great opportunity to have fun with your style. Go a little bit outside of your comfort zone. And the last shoe that I also have right now that I would highly recommend is a loafer. They are a take on the classic row loafer. Honestly, not even gonna lie to you, I think it's an ugly loafer, but in the best way possible. I love an ugly shoe, and this is such a great loafer. It's a very nice leather, so when you wear them, no blisters, or at least I didn't have any blisters. It molds to your foot so nicely, and honestly, this is a very comfortable loafer. I have a black Steve Madden pair of this loafer, and honestly, I don't think they really compare at all. I actually want this one in the black instead. This is just a way more comfier shoe than my Steve Madden pair. Loafers are also very trendy this fall winter, but you know what? A loafer is a classic in my opinion. I love this loafer from Tony Bianco. So if you were looking for a loafer for this fall, highly recommend this option. Plus, they also do not come with the price tag of the row loafers. You know what? Enough said. I do not want to spend that much on a row loafer. Now let's get into some bags. Now recently I was in COS and I came across this rectangular croc brown leather bag, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I think I might go back and I will purchase it. Such a simple yet fun bag, and it also comes in this smaller version as well. The smaller version is definitely for your little essentials, like, you know, a lipstick, a wallet, and that's kind of it. The smaller version also comes in just a standard black leather, but something about the brown croc I think is just utterly fabulous. And then I came across this J. Crew tortoise leather handbag, and I absolutely love this handbag. it almost looks juicy to me. I don't know how to explain that any further, but the heart was pounding when I saw this handbag. And for a leather handbag, I think it comes at a really great price tag, just under 200 Canadian. It's kind of your dupe on the Row handbag. I can't remember the style of the Row handbag, but I'll insert on the screen. But in my opinion, it is way better because it comes in this juicy tortoise. Juicy tortoise? That sounds absolutely disgusting, sorry. And lastly, regarding jewelry, I have found some amazing finds at Mango. They have a lot of very vintage inspired jewelry, and typically when I'm looking for vintage inspired jewelry, I will go towards the vintage route. I just find they typically are better vintage, but that also does require a hunt to find those pieces. And right now at the top of my wish list when it comes to jewelry is a chunky choker, and I came across this one from Mango. It is currently in my cart. I love this necklace. I have a lot of more dainty necklaces, and I want to get more into, I want to say like chunky necklaces, because I don't know about like the chunky statement necklace. I think of I don't know if you guys watch Real Housewives, but I think of Luann del Ceps when I think of a chunky necklace. Not like that, you know. I want more of an understated, you know, statement. We have been, over the past year, I want to say, seeing a lot of pendants, and if you don't want to spend an extortionate amount of money, because I think some of these pendants can go for like 2 grand. I don't know about you, but I'm not spending that much on a cord string necklace, but I can get behind the one at Mango. Now, pendants are great if you're wearing a chunky knit or just overall chunky layers on top, because a pendant is typically a much longer necklace, oftentimes has a cord string. They can easily just be thrown on over a knit, and they're perfect for winter layering. So that's officially all the items that I think are worth mentioning. There are far more, but I didn't want to make this video into an hour long. I think what I'll do is in my Shop My, I'll include all the other pieces that I did not mention in this video. So if you wanted to see more, definitely check out my Shop My. I will insert the link down in the description box down below. I just love fall fashion. It gets me so excited, and if you are the same, I hope you did enjoy watching this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in next Sunday's video. Bye guys.